Hey, this is Dr. Rick Wallace dropping in on you. I hope that everybody has had a good day and you're hopefully winding your day down. Actually, I'm cutting my day short. Normally, I would probably push to about 7 before I switched gears and, got with the family, but cutting it. Marion is actually off with the girls she works with and mentors and counsels those behind locked doors that are a part of the system. This is her day, Wednesdays, that she goes and she actually works with those girls. So she's going to be there until a little bit later, probably around 8:30. So I decided to take a little break and I'm headed to the cigar shop. Go hang out with the guys, kick it, smoke a stick or two, maybe grab a drink and politic a little bit. But I just wanted to drop in and let everybody know that we are in the midst of a war, and it's being waged on so many fronts from so many different angles that the vast majority of us may be feeling the force of it and the consequences of it, but not understand where it's coming from. And I think it's immensely important that we start to work towards developing strategies, working towards developing a lucid and comprehensive perspicacity of what we're up against. We lack understanding at a level that's frightening. And I'm sitting up and I'm looking around. When I'm dealing with my clients, just about everyday life, not things that necessarily deal with race, but just deal with performance and deal with winning in life. One of the things I have to convince them of, the first thing you have to do is understand what you're up against, understand how it's working against you, understand what you need to do to counter whatever is happening that you don't want to happen. There's the law of cause and effect. Nothing happens without something causing it. It's no such thing as a coincidence. Nothing just pops up. Even when it may seem arbitrary, even when it may seem abstract, there's still a cause at play. And we are very unengaged when it comes to understanding and seeking understanding when it comes to seeking understanding when it comes to the cause. We are just out there, it's, like we are blissfully ignorant, and we don't seek or desire to have an understanding. It's like if we pretend it's not happening, or if we don't understand it, we can just point fingers and complain, and that's enough. The time for complaining is over with. The time for whining and begging and asking somebody to fix our problems, it's over with. Now it's time for us to stand up. Now it's time for us to sit up and actually do what it is we have the capacity to do. And we are not helpless. What we do is we misallocate resources. We spend time in places and doing things that bring no reward, and we expect somehow miraculously for something extraordinary to take place. And that's not life. That's not how life works. Life works by understanding issues and then addressing them. And that's something we've got to do. We are in last place in the socioeconomic race. We are last place in generational wealth development. We're in last place in median household wealth. We are in last place in socio-political influence and so many other ways. And that's something. We're in first place in male incarceration. We're in first place in male running neck and neck, male dropout rates, high school dropout rates. Those are the things we have to look at because they have an immense and direct impact on our futures. For a young black male who drops out of high school, they're 5 times more likely to become incarcerated. Once they become incarcerated, they're 75% chance that they will recidivate, meaning that they're going to go back once they're released. And we need to know the odds. We need to know what we're working against. We have to have ideas and agendas. We need to know how to spend our money and what direction to invest ourselves, emotionally, psychologically, and financially. Just a bunch of things that we are really and truly not engaged in. It's everybody out talking. We got a few individuals that are kicking knowledge, but it's got to be more than an intellectual pissing contest about who knows what and who's smarter than who and who that has absolutely no gravity, no weight, no bearing, no power. Knowledge doesn't become power until it's applied, correctly applied. And that's where we're missing. We got a bunch of knowledge bearers, but nobody, and I'm not going to say nobody because there are people out there, we're warring, but as a collective, we're losing. And so I just stopped by for a few minutes on the way to the cigar shop. I'm probably going to upload this and, won't be any production done to it. I'm just going to upload it as is when I get to the cigar shop. But look, we've got to do a better job. There's so much going on. We got a lot of babies that are being kidnapped and sold and abused and killed, and it's like a whirlwind in the hood. And if you don't have your finger on the pulse, you may be missing it. But I'm telling you, my desk doesn't rest. And what I mean when I say my desk doesn't rest, it's always something coming across my desk that is demanding my attention about something that's going on in the hood that's affecting kids. When I say kids, I'm talking about under 15. And we've got to do a better job. So, and then there's the miseducation of our children. The school system is just feeding them all kind of crazy stuff. That's why, we kept our son out. We're homeschooling him. And, he's not happy. We told him, this is not anything new. We let him know, hey, this is what's going to be going on for moving forward. But he hasn't, he wants to be around those kids. And we still obviously get him out around other homeschool kids. We take him on, field trips. We do change of environment, processes where he's not in the same area. So he gets plenty of social engagement, way more diverse than he would get in the school. And we get to dictate outside of academics, what type of information he's getting, and that's going to be diverse. We want you to know the enemy. We want you to read books that the enemy wrote. We definitely want you to read books that our people wrote, learn about our people. But I think one of the biggest mistakes we make is we become so Afrocentric that we don't study the enemy. And so we don't know how they think. And they don't think like us. They do not think like us. And one of the biggest advantages they have is that they don't think like us, but we play them as if they do. We engage them as if they do. And it costs us consistently over and over and over. So once again, look, we got to get out there. We got to make some things happen. I know that I haven't did any live streams in about a week. It's just so much going on, man. A lot of good stuff going on as far as business is concerned. And just really a lot of negative stuff as far as the community is going. And it's just crazy. But I'll be back with you guys on a live stream tomorrow. And we'll talk about a lot of stuff that we missed out on. And but also, let's not forget, we need your support. We need your support with the work we're doing with Ghettos Forgotten Daughters. Like I said, Marion is actually working with the girls right now. She'll be there until about 8:30, working with the girls. Black men lead, working with the boys, and that's an issue. I talked in depth earlier this week, in depth about the primary causes of African-American adolescent and young adult male violence, something that I've studied in depth, written on, spoken on, and actually from that time spent studying and understanding it is where Black Men Lead came from. the creation of a rite of passage that will help to properly socialize young black males has a massive impact on reducing the risk of violence in young black males. And we talk about all of that, but we definitely need your support. So in every video in the description box, there's going to be a paragraph at the top of the description box that tells you how to support this organization, whether you do it through our traditional way by clicking the link and going to the site, or the quicker way of using Cash App. It's all there, but we need your support. I'm gonna get off of here and try to unwind for the remainder of the day. You guys have a great day, and I'll be checking in with you on tomorrow. I'm out. Peace.